Hello guys, it's me, Donna Bliss. For those of you who are new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. And this is just a quick vlog just to share with you what I learned last week. And I feel like this is, if not the top 3, the most important thing I've learned from YouTube or from the internet, and it could save somebody else's life. Well, as what I've said last week, I listened to this podcast. It's called The Next Soul Level, and this lady, she had been spreading awareness about this stuff which I'm going to share with you, because she had the most horrific childhood and nobody believed her. And so that's why I think she's now in her 60s or 70s. She's spreading the awareness. She's actually from a very progressive country. And so the thing was, sometimes things happen to kids and we don't expect it to happen because it seems impossible. It's like a horrific dream, right? This is what she was spreading, that if you see somebody, a kid, an adolescent or less than 18 years old kids doing this, it's a cry for help. It's like an SOS that that person is being trafficked either by the carer or by the parents. Because this lady that I'm telling you about, she has been sexually abused by her own dad when she was 4. I think a few years after that, she had been trafficked. I know it sounds horrendous and it sounds impossible, but her dad lent her to his friends at first and then trafficked to other people. And her dad, most specifically, made a lot of money because allegedly a lot of men will pay more for a younger girl. So she was used all her life. Here in Australia, I don't think this is widespread yet because my husband, who is in education, teacher in a public school here, and I asked him if he's aware of this. And he said no. So it's not yet widespread. For those of you who knows this sign, I feel like you also have to share this so that people will be aware that when they see a child doing this, that means they're in danger and you should call the police or at least help that kid. Oh my goodness. When I heard her story, I felt so bad and I felt like, oh my gosh, she survived everything that happened to her. And I feel like I need to share it because, you know, it can save lives. And that's the theme of my channel. If my story or other people's story will benefit from it, then so be it. Even if it's a hard pill to swallow, I have to share it because when I was in my full-on survival mode, I don't know that I had these things inside of me and that I needed professional help because I didn't know, I wasn't aware. So I feel like I am that person who I needed 20 years ago. Somebody who would actually tell me their story and this is what they did. And so that's why now I'm sharing all my story, even if it's hard for me sometimes because it's like opening a really, really bad memory. But I feel like if I share that bad memory and I survived all those things, and that's why I'm sharing it for those of you who can relate to it. Light and love as always. Mwah. And by the way, I'm gonna put that story at the end of this vlog so that you can see her full story and how horrific it was for her and how after all those things that happened to her, she's still helping other people, or especially the kids who needed help. Because guys, when you're a kid, nobody believes you. But now, because of her, police are actually listening to kids who are trying to say, help me, help me.